Caitlin Young will jump center against Maggie Bair. Drake controls the opening tip, and we're underway from the bank. And Drake is out and moving the ball quickly.
They will. Murray State opens up in this zone. Murray State's got to be careful. Drake does an outstanding job of moving well with this zone. Lots of cutters that you can see. They do a great job of moving the ball, driving in and kicking and getting good looks.
Well, and they turn it over, though, on the first possession as Murray State does a great job of clogging up the lane. They try to go down inside low, and Drake comes up with a turnover, so neither team has nothing to show for its first possession. And Drake, quickly back up the floor are the Bulldogs.
Drake, they get out and transition really good. As soon as the ball comes off the rim, make or miss, they get the ball out and push it each time. They play fast, but don't play in a hurry.
Berg gets the ball inside low to Bair. She's double-teamed, shovels it across the floor, and the bank shot's up and good for Berg for her first two of the game. And Drake gets the first basket of the night almost a minute in. Here's the starting lineup now, as you see for Murray State: Connor, Black, Turley, Pena, and Caitlin Young. Pena, a starter of late. She started on Sunday against SIU.
One of the most notable things you'll notice about Drake's post players are great passers. They do a great job of getting the ball in, give it and go, sees the floor very well.
Caitlin Young ties the game at 2. And now here's the starting lineup for Drake as they bring it up the floor: Dinamere, Miller, Gildner, Bair, and Berg.
Caitlin Young picking up where she left off at Drake.
And there's a nice long three for Dinamere from the outside for her first triple of the night. She leads the Missouri Valley Conference in free throws and also #1 on the team, and a pretty good three-point shooter in her own right there.
What about the Drake team as a whole? They all shoot the ball well. They're not just one or two good shooters. All of them are very balanced in the way they shoot the ball.
Young inside off the give and go gets Murray State's 4th point. And you mentioned that about Drake. They shoot 47% from the floor as a team, and Murray State a little bit less than that at 43%.
Ball movement is so key. You'll see the ball hardly ever touches the floor for Drake. Always looking to take good shots.
Berg misses outside for the 3, and Drake gets the offensive rebound. Long 3 coming from the left side for Bair. It won't go. Ball loose on the floor, and Murray State comes out with it as Pena has the possession. The freshman up the floor to Kaysen Connor, now to Macy Turley. Pena for 3 from the right, got it. Pena coming off a 13-point performance at Southern Illinois.
Murray State proving they can move the ball well, too, and get the open look.
And the Racers shoot 34% from three-point range, and that's among the best in the league. As down inside low, Caitlin Young knocks the ball away, and Murray State comes out with a possession. Turley, left side, works toward the baseline. Shot's a little short. Jada Black with an offensive board, and unfortunately the pass is going to go into the backcourt. It'll be over and back, and the possession will go to Drake.
Good rebound by Jada Black, but just got a little hurry on the outlet there.
We'll look at the three-point shot again from Briley Pena.
Offense is a key part of their big part of their way they play the whole game.
Sanders Woods out front to Connor. Murray State leading 7-5, 5.5 left in the first quarter. Here's a 3 out of the left corner from McKay. Off the back rim, it won't go. Rebound is out of bounds. Berg can't hang on. Senior coming in, and Alexis Burpo making her first appearance. Burpo's got the inbounds, down the lane, misses, and the rebound comes off to the Bulldogs, and Dinamere brings it up quickly. Drake down a pair. 3 ball out of the right side is up and good for Gildner, and the Bulldogs take the 8-7 lead. But back the other way, Hughes for a 3.
Murray State, I don't believe they didn't really care about the high-scoring game. I think they're going to go right at it and play with them.
Well, the first meeting was 80-67, you remember, in Des Moines. That's a nice block on the inside by Burpo, and we've come to our first media timeout. 4:53 in the quarter, Murray State.
That's really tough. You got to go play back-to-back, 4 games to win it.
All right, on the inbounds, Drake plays it in. 10-8, Murray State in front. Bair inside low for the Bulldogs. Outside now to Tatum McCauley, who's into the game for the first time. Down inside low, ball is tied up on the floor, and Burpo comes out with a steal for Murray State. Ahead now to Macy Turley up the left side, and Macy for 3, got it.
A lot of action in this game. There's not much hesitation in the half court. Move.
Nickel lead for Murray State as Drake comes up the floor. They're one of their last 7 from the field, and the 5-point lead for Murray State is the biggest. The Racers on a 6-0 run in about the last minute of this contest. Long three out of the right corner goes over for McCauley. Battle for the rebound, loose on the floor. Drake picks it up, off balance shot. Nice work with a one hand by Becker to get the bucket.
Hughes did a great job of rebounding from the floor there, laying on the ground and still got a rebound. Best off just to hold on to that. Don't ever throw the ball right back underneath someone else's goal.
13-10, Racers lead by 3 with 3:40 left in the quarter. Sanders Woods out top, goes down the lane, has the ball knocked away by the much taller Bair, and Drake comes out with the ball. Murray State shooting 56% from the field right now compared to Drake's 36%.
Right now, what's really crippling Murray State is the turnovers right now. When you're shooting it that well, you want to at least get another look at it.
5 turnovers for Murray State early in the game. And Drake has just tied this thing at 13. Turley out top. 3:10 left in the quarter. McKay. Hughes goes baseline low to Burpo. McKay cutting down the lane, has the ball knocked away, and Murray State will keep the possession. We'll look at the last bucket for Drake right there on the three-point try. Beautiful shot thrown up that time and into the basket by Gildner to tie this game at 13. She's 2 for 2 from the floor, by the way, after that last three. Here's a long jumper by Turley that won't go for Murray State on the inbounds. McKay with the putback, can't get it to drop, and the rebound taken out by the Bulldogs.
And Murray State, McKay do a pretty good job getting up in and rebounding the basketball with Drake. Drake's not used to that. You're used to almost dominating the defensive rebound. Murray State does have enough size to make them have to block out and not get out in transition so easy.
We got a whistle and a turnover by Drake on the play, and Murray State gets the ball. You know, watching this game compared to the first meeting between the two, this one's a really more high-octane game, I think, than what we saw back in January. Turley from the right side connects for her 5th point.
As you'll see here, I like what Murray State's doing here by putting Bria Woods up to slow down the transition pushing. Even on the made basket, you'll see Bria Woods stay up and not let them get the ball down the floor quickly.
3 ball from the right is good, and that's Gildner again. She's got 9 from three-point land. 6 Bulldogs at 35-33. McCauley, right side. Gildner feeds it out in the lane, and there's Maggie Bair, and she has 7 in this first half. Leads the team, does Bair, in a number of offensive categories. Back to a 4-point Drake lead again. Murray State, 5 of its last 7 from the floor. Young can't do much with it. Now is called for the charge. We look at it again. Yeah, Young just kind of got caught, but unfortunately, Vernon looked like got the elbow up a little high.
Yeah.
Drake with the ball off the turnover.
A lot of size for Caitlin Young to deal with down there tonight with Drake.
Boy, no kidding. McCauley with 12 to shoot. Gildner feeds it up high to Bair. Dennebeer comes off a screen, works her way into the paint, drives against Young, and that's going to be.
Speaking about Dennebeer, you know, it's an all-freshman in Missouri Valley Conference last year.
And misses a pair right there, or makes one of 2, beg your pardon, and Murray State out with it, 38-33. Burpo to Pena, left wing. Now it goes to Turley. 10 to shoot for the Racers. Turley has had her dribble, gives it to McKay, who rattles it around the rim and home for her 7th point of the night.
That's a nice cut by Kason Connor to come across there and get a nice little easy little flip shot in.
And back the other way.
Before you can even write down score, Drake comes right back and scores. And you'll hear Coach Turner yell over, get back, get back. As soon as that ball goes through the net, you better win your first 3 steps to get back on defense.
The Beatles song, Get Back Loretta, might be appropriate for the way you got to play in this game. 40 seconds to go, and we get a whistle over in front of the Drake bench. 9 to shoot as the ball will be played in over on that far.
Very important for Murray State. They cannot let Drake go on another run.
Drake has the ball as we start period number 3 and the 8-point advantage on the scoreboard. Gildner goes left side. Berg, nice work inside, down low to Bair, and Bair has her 11th point of this game.
Great passing.
Leading scorer, leading field goal percentage, and leading rebounder is Bair for Drake on the season. 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. Half minute into the third quarter, and a turnover by Murray State yet again. That's now 10 turnovers on the night. And now Drake gets a turnover as McKay fronts the Drake player and comes up with a steal for Murray State.
Drake's got a very big zone with all that length, and they're going in the 2-3 zone. They get so much length. It's easy for them to get out on the shooters. Once again, you'll see anytime you dribble right in front of Drake, they're going to pick it from you.
Murray State with yet another turnover in as many possessions. Drake has the ball up by 10. Bair, cross floor left side to Berg. Working it inside to Bair, is going to drive, and traveling is going to be the call. They went right away, Berlin-Brower, and tried to get Young to commit that fourth foul.
They are constantly looking. Drake does a really good job of sealing on the inside. They look to get it in, and if they haven't got an easy shot, it's a quick kick out for a 3. Good ball movement.
Turley up top with it now to Burpo, and Turley. McKay at the free throw line. Turley uses a nice screen, drives for the basket, and draws the foul, and it'll 2,000. And she's right there at it. 12 points for Turley in the game. 45-37.
What a great career by Macy Turley. Local girl, recruited right here from her hometown. Couldn't ask for more out of a locals player.
Off balance drive down the lane. Miller misses. Rebound to the aforementioned Murray duo of Burpo and Turley. And Turley's 3 is partially deflected, but the Racers keep it alive. Young drives left, goes to the 8 30-point games in her career, too, this season. All right, in the career, rather. 11 is the record.
And just a junior coming back for some more next year.
Mercy. 45-39, Drake leads it. Dinnebeer out top. Takes a return pass, and we get a whistle. And Murray State will get the ball back on the Drake turnover.
Real quick with the, didn't put the ball down before she picked up her feet.
That will be the 7th turnover for Drake in this game. 45-39, the Bulldogs lead it. 3 from the left. Macy Turley has joined the 2,000-point club with her 15th point. 45-42, but Drake comes back with a 3 of their own by Bair, and that's her 14th point of the night.
After a made basket, as soon as Drake gets that out, she trails back, and if those guards do not pick her up, that's a wide open straightaway three-pointer for her.
Young misses inside. The Bulldogs come out with a rebound. Dinnebeer drives right. Out top, 3's away, hangs on the rim for Gildner, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up though by Drake. Bair inside, goes around McKay and scores.
Bair tapped that ball just enough where McKay couldn't get it, then she throws it back in underneath her goal. She's better off just to sling it all the way back to half court.
16 for Bair, and it's 50-42 in favor of Drake. McKay misses. Dinnebeer rebounds 4. Oh, no doubt about it. Inside, Berg gets her second straight bucket and her 8th point, and Drake is back up by 10. Murray State, one of its last 7 from the floor with 2:50 left in the half, or in the quarter, beg your pardon. Here's a pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Racers.
Murray State needs to break this drive. They don't need to get down double digits.
Drake trying to pull away with the 10-point lead with 2:47 to go. Inbounds put in play to Macy Turley. Turley left of the circle. Now to McKay. Round the right side, Jordan Hughes from the baseline. Rattles one in.
Really good ball fake by Jordan Hughes to get the close out, get in, get a little easy 15-footer.
Hughes with 5 points in the game. 54-46. We get a whistle and a foul on Burpo inside. On Burpo, her first. Second team foul charge to Murray State.
How far Maggie Bair buries her man right underneath. So long that either side you can make the entry pass to her.
Drake to play it in with 23 to shoot. On the inbounds, off balance, the bucket good. And it's 56-46. 2:10 to play.
Caitlin Young going back to the high post. That's where she's having most of her success right now.
14 for Young in this game, and here's a three from out top by Maggie Bair, and she's got 19. And Murray State will take timeout. It's 59-48 Drake with just under 2 left in the third as you watch the Valley on ESPN.
Forget about her because she's trailing and taking the ball out or getting a rebound.
Yeah, Bair coming off a 14-14 rebound performance against Illinois State with 19 tonight. Racers with the ball down 59-48. Hughes on the right wing has it. Nice screen set by Young, and now Bair bottles up Young where she can't get it. Now finally with 3 she does. Forces a shot up off balance and gets to the drop.
Uses her left hand to go right up over the top. And now it's got a little flip over the top of the defense.
16 for Young in this game, and it's 59-50. But back the other way. A 3 for Berg won't go for Drake. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
Big baskets there by Caitlin Young to keep this in single digits. Down 11, not score there. Got a Drake coming back. Last thing you need is them with a double-digit lead with the ball.
And really, if you're Murray State here in this last minute 5, you want to try to keep this game inside single digits. Muscling down the lane, and that's Bair again. She's got 21 on this contest.
Impressed with Maggie Bair, the way she can spin off and finish inside the paint, but also the way she trails and knocks down the 3. Hannah McKay with an opportunity here, big 3.
That was a big 3 for Hannah McKay, and she has 12. That's her second triple of this game. 61-53 as Drake turns it over yet again.
Murray State with a big opportunity right here.
Burpo, left side, Hughes. Right side, Turley 3. Not this time. Drake rebounds with 25 seconds to go. Shot clock is off.
A big missed opportunity by Murray State there.
Dennebeer will get harassed by Burpo out top. 14 to play. McCauley out top to Bair. 3 to shoot. Here's a long 3-pointer. Good for Dennebeer, and that will be the end of the third quarter as Dennebeer gets her 10th point.
A big couple daggers. Murray State got to come out right here at the start of this third quarter and get a couple buckets.
Final 10 minutes of regulation underway. Racers work to do to get back in this one. Here it was indeed kicked. Now they get it set. And here we go.
Hannah McKay looked at him like, I'm not that bad of a passer.
No, it was not a bad pass. It just, somebody got a foot on it. And speaking of Hannah McKay, she has it right now. Ball kicked again. That was McCauley that got a foot out there to kick it around for Drake.
I was looking at a lot of the Drake players. One of them multi-sport players in high school. A lot of volleyball players, cross country, athletic group of girls.
And you know the Missouri Valley as a whole, as we watch inside, as off-balance shot won't go for Turley. A lot of these teams in the Valley we've seen this year, very athletic teams, as you mentioned. You know, a lot of them playing more than one sport in high school. Off balance, Young blocks the shot of McCauley. And out with it comes Murray State. Pena, baseline right. Turley for three. That for Turley. Her fourth three. She needs 8 to set the school record coming into play tonight, and she's halfway there.
Real good transition offense by Murray State. Real good find by Pena.
Oh, but down inside, though, back the other way. Miller gets the bucket for her 6-point for Drake. She only had 2 points when the teams played the first time up in Des Moines. McKay for 3 out front. Can't get it to fall. Rebound back out to Murray State. Burpo has it. Pena. Inside low, McKay at the right block. McKay has had her dribble. 9 to shoot. Pena feeds right wing. Turley off balance for 3. Won't go. Drake comes out with a rebound as Miller has it. Pushes ahead to Dennebeer. Up the left side. And back behind her to Berg. Round the horn it goes. Dennebeer. Bounce pass to the right side. Deflected out of bounds and will stay with Drake.
Murray State, better job there at getting back in transition and finding shooters.
Drake has 18 to shoot as they put it in play. McCauley will do the honors. Dennebeer out top. Right side to Berg. Dennebeer at the right elbow. Boy, again, Drake, you got to love the way they move the basketball around. 3 ball from the left just before the shot clock goes off, and Bair with her 24th point.
Drake does a good job there. Give up a good shot to get a great one. They're very unselfish.
69-56, Drake by a baker's dozen. 7.5 to play. Pena left side, around the right, Turley. Into the lane off balance. Can't get it to go. Got her own rebound, though, and a fresh 20 for Murray State. Young left side. Works toward the paint. McKay drives right. Has the ball knocked away. No call. And Drake is out with it going the other way. Dennebeer drives on Turley. No good. In Pullman's Bulldogs.
She was the only freshman to start last year on this Drake team.
Well, and to start as a sophomore and play the way she does, you would have to think that Coach Pullman has a lot of confidence in the way she plays.
She was also the 2021 Iowa Girls Basketball Player of the Year.
Here's Jada Black finally with her first bucket.
Attack these bigs off the dribble.
An old-fashioned three-point play for Jada Black, who came into the game averaging right above or right below 3 points a game. 71-59, Drake up a dozen. 6:35 to play. Berg out top. Now a long three, good for Berg, and that's her 11th point. Drake has 4 players in double figures tonight.
And they all can shoot it. That's what makes them so deadly. It's not like you concentrate on 1 or 2 shooters.
And there's Jada Black. She now has 6 points in the game. And her first three-pointer on the night.
Murray State picking up the pressure. 2-2-1 action here.
(74-61). Berg right side for Drake. Drives and scores again. She's got 26.
Just big and just pounds her way and bullies her way right to the rim and just shoots right over Macy Turley. I'm sorry, Alexis Burpo.
5.5 minutes to play. McKay up the right side. Out top, Turley lost it. And Drake's got it on a run out. And an easy shot for Berg. She's got 13.
Murray State in danger zone right here, just now slipping down to 17 points. Quickly it turns for Drake.
It was a 13-point win for Drake when they played back in January, 80-67. And now a 17-point Bulldog lead. 3 out of the corner is no good for Murray State's Turley, and the rebound taken out by Drake.
One thing that Drake has done a major adjustment of dominating the defensive glass right now. Murray State gets one shot only. Go back down and makes the three.
Gildner with her 15th point on her 5th three, second time this season. She's had a game with 5 3-pointers. The other was against Southern Illinois earlier in the year. As back the other way, Burpo gets her 4th point of the night. And quickly back the other way, there's Bair again. She's got 28. And we have a timeout with 4:25 to play, and Drake up by 20 as you watch the Valley on ESPN.
And what if I want a new car?
State Farm.
All down by 20 with 4:25 to play.
Well, coming into this game, Drake playing as good as anybody in the Missouri Valley Conference, just beating the number 1 team in the conference a week ago. You can see exactly now why. Looks to me like Drake's making a run here to be in the final day of that conference tournament. Could be playing on Sundays.
No doubt about that. And Murray State turns it over as Drake has it back the other way. Hawthorne around to Ashley Imes, who's in for the first time, the sophomore from Ames, Iowa. 3 ball for Hawthorne is good.
Hot shooting continues for Drake. And, that's pretty good defense. Murray State got out on the shooters. They're just making shots right now.
14 3-pointers for Drake in this game. 86-63. Caitlin Young will take a 3 of her own for Murray State right there. And Young now with 19 on the game. 86-66 with 3:25 to play. Drake will move on to play Belmont on Saturday in Nashville. Little give and go down the lane. It'll go and 1 for Miller. Free throw is up and good for Miller, and she has 9 on the night. 3:15 to play. 89-66. Drake in front. Connor out front. Lange, the freshman, with the ball. Round to Hughes on the right. Jordan has had her dribble to Bria Sanders-Woods, who'll take a 3 and rattle it in. Her first points of the night. Murray State now with their 10th 3-pointer of the game. And back the other way, Miller again with a bucket, and she's got 11.
What a good over-the-top pass there. As we were talking about Hallie Lange coming into the game, her dad's pretty famous too as a basketball player.
Yes, he was. Had a chance to watch him play both high school and collegiately. Of course, her dad, Dan Lange, played at Marshall County and spent a few years as part of the Memorial Magic at Vanderbilt as Hughes tries a 3 and misses. But Connor with an offensive board, but it's turned over. And Drake has it as McCauley will bring it up. 2:15 to play. Imes out top. Miller, Hawthorne, another 3. That's her second 3-pointer. She came into the game just averaging 2 a contest. The freshman out of Ames, Iowa.
Drake's taking a real good advantage of when they get good looks, they bury them. We're playing at a very high level right now, playing their best basketball here towards the end of the season. Murray State hung with Drake for a while, but just like I said, way too much scoring out of Drake.
Shot missed, it's out of bounds, 94. When they score 90 or more, and they have not had a game in the century mark yet, but they're getting close to it. Minute 35 to go.
After tonight, Murray State, they go into UNI, got a game at Valparaiso and at UIC. They need to finish on a high note here. Don't get too discouraged about this game.
Nope. Come back Saturday against UNI and get a win and then go on the road and see what happens. Bria Sanders-Woods drives all the way for the layup, her 5th point. 94-71 with 70 seconds to play.
Murray State still has an opportunity to move up at least one more spot in this conference and would be a big advantage to get to play one more up. They just, like you say, try to get out of where you have to play that extra game.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a play-in game because you have to turn around and play back-to-back days and win 4 games, as we mentioned earlier.
Like I say, they're sitting at the 7th spot right now in the conference. UIC at the 6th. They could very easily take over them and get that 6th spot.
Julia Puente into the game now for Murray State, the freshman out of Barcelona, Spain, with 55 seconds left. Ball out of bounds. And it will stay, or will it go to Drake? Yes, Drake will put it in play as Hannah Nilge is in for the first time to put it in play for the Bulldogs. Ames for 3, no basket, traveling the call. And good defense that time by Lucio Porto from Argentina, Lehman, Argentina, to force the turnover, the junior. Horvath, right wing. Quinte left of the circle, puts it up, can't get it to drop. Drake rebounds with 35 seconds. Drake will improve to 17 and 8. And 12 and 5 in the Valley as they get another three-pointer. Murray State will go to 13 and 13 and 6 and 11 in conference play. 97-71 with 19 seconds to play.
Everybody making three-pointers
Oh,
for Drake
boy.
in the second half. Bringing the manager in, I think right now she'd make one.
Drake will end this game making 12 of their last 13 field goals as Rochelle Turner is walking toward midcourt already with 3 seconds and waiting for Allison Pullman to come and meet her. And that's it. 97-71.